Yoga time. So just a quick check-in now. I have now added for the castle in the forest because the one person was asking about that. So I said I can probably just quickly add those. So then I did that. Then I added the red torso for Miles Morales. Right here, and then the new photo for him, and then it shows a lot better because this is the render. The glass head around him makes it look like it's almost completely see-through and has no effect on the actual head, but when you put it on, it looks really weird and stuff like that. So that will help a lot, hopefully. So yeah, then I just realized when I finished the red torso is that now I have 3 torsos left, but they're all the absolute worst torsos to take photos of because they are white torsos with white arms, and those just, my background does not like them. So that's going to be good fun. But then basically I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 photos left, I believe, and then I should be done. Well, actually, not 19 because some of them I have to. So 19, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 photos, about, I think, because I have to take far of the front and back and stuff like that. And then there's also all of the ones where I'm going to have to retake them and stuff like that. But I've only got this stuff here left, and then I'm finally done. I did make the decision now that for some of the parts where they do have the generic stock photos that are still decent quality, that I will use them if it's not a printed part or anything like that. So then for these 2 photos here, one right here with this one, because I don't think, yeah, this here's the horrible one that I was able to get. I was not able to get good with this one. So I just used the render, which is 10 times better than anything I could have gotten. And then also this one here, it's that, and it's still decent. It's way smaller than other photos, but it's the stock photo, so that's gonna work. So then I'll do the same for these guys as well, but then I still, for these printed things here, I'll still have to work on, but this will save me probably half hour to an hour. Well, maybe not an hour, I'm probably over exaggerating a little bit. So I just finished with this one, but as you may be able to see, I mean, it probably won't pick up too well on camera, but when you're taking photos, it's very obvious. The spider in the front here, where is it again? Oh yeah, there's just, well, yeah, it won't really pick it up on the camera, but there's a large mark there, and on the back you should be able to see on the camera. Let's get this to focus. Yeah, there's a huge mark on the side there and stuff like that. It doesn't seem that much on the camera here, but when you're taking photos, it's quite obvious and stuff like that. So for these ones, I didn't really edit the photos much. I just kind of left it because, I mean, if I try to do a background removal or anything like that, it would only make it worse. So then I just left them like this here. And yeah, you can see it a lot better here, but there's just a huge mark on it. And once you factor in all of the background removals, not working on this and stuff like that, I am just leaving this one, those photos as that, like that. And if I get it in good condition in the future or something like that, or what I am hoping for is that someone else who has it can take and edit a better copy of that it gets updated like that in the future. But I'm not going to try to edit it and everything like that, considering how much of a pain it is, considering that most likely in the somewhat near future, hopefully someone will be able to make that better. So yeah, then I still have these ones. So the white torso and white arm combination is still something I have to work with for these ones, but that one there I couldn't really do much. But yeah, then I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left. Oh wait, no, 10, 11, because it's a complete minifigure as well. So over halfway there from the last time I counted. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish by supper, but I am hoping to have this done by supper. Finally, just this left. So we now have this one front and back and without arms, then this one front and back without arms, and then this one, and then the complete minifigures, and then this is done. This set here is by far the most work for any set that I've done from all of the, I think there's like 12 or so sets, but yeah, it's there's just so many printed and stickered parts and all that type of stuff. So now time to finally finish this last little bit, and I'm pretty happy with how the results for the several of the ones from that one were. We have this one here. Let's get this to focus. I ended up taking it right side up, and then I flipped it in post because it's one of those parts that's supposed to be upside down. This here is also upside down in the set, but I feel like for most people, since there isn't text on it, it's just easiest to have it like that. This one I used the stock photo of, and then there was these ones with the stock photos, but then these ones I was really happy with how they were. They look a lot better in person. They just look so bright on the screen for some reason, on my camera, but in person they look really nice, so I'm happy with those. But yeah, then just this stuff left, and then I can finally get to work on something else. And then with this one now done, I can finally put this to the side here, and then put this to the side over here on top of it without dropping it. One moment. All right, and so now that's on the side. Scale can go off. This stuff can go over here. This I do have to take up and put back on the set because I do have the set built elsewhere. But now I am finally done, and it'll probably die instantly if it turns on at all. You can wait for it. You give it just a second. Unless I just got real unlucky earlier. Well, I may have just... Oh, there we go. I didn't press any of the buttons. But yeah, this thing ran out of power just as I was taking the very last photo. So I'll set this down for a second, and then I'll plug this back in. Oh, that happened. Okay, there, it's plugged in now. I have to pick up the Lego brick that fell. But now I am finally done with all of that stuff. So there's 25 items pending approval now. So once that stuff's done, I'm still going to have to do more stuff for that. But now I am going to put these parts back away on the set, and then rebuild the stuff that fell off of it. And then I'm probably going to part out these sets here next. Now everything is back to normal. Time to start parting out the sets. I now have the 7 sets unboxed, and now I'll just start. Here I got the drawers there. I've got some table space over here, and I'm now going to start parting these sets out. Bag 1 is now done. Just finished putting all of the new parts in drawers. I did start with all the stuff in drawers, but then as I went on, I realized it's just a lot more efficient to just set it on the table in piles. So these here are all of the new parts. Those ones were in drawers from before, but weren't new parts, and I just realized these are the same as those. These here are the drawers I didn't end up using. So then these ones I'll just quickly put back here on the pile I took them from, and put this back up here. And so now I'm gonna put all of these parts away, and then for some like this and this, unless they're already in boxes, same with a couple of those there perhaps, unless they're already in boxes, I'll have to take the drawers back and then put them into boxes. But yeah, now I'm gonna start by putting all of the stuff away. All of the parts over here have now been put away that can be. These ones were in the stock room, so I had to delete the stock room one, and then there'll be a new lot, so I'll have to add those separately. Then there's these ones which I don't think can fit in this drawer, and these ones which can't fit in here, and these ones which can't fit in here, so those will have to go into boxes now. So now I have all of them into the consolidated drawers, and so this here is 77 lots, 2,600 bricks for $461. So then we can see from 168 to, I have to refresh it a few times, do Control R, from 168 to, well, I have to click on another page and then go back. From 168 to 212, so 212 minus 168, so 44 new lots, nothing too major, but that's fine. So over 16,100 lots. I genuinely don't think we're going to hit 16,500 lots for sale this week, but I'll still try to get as much listed as I can. So now I have this one, and this one that I need to now put updated remarks. I'll just refresh the pages to get the new quantities, although that is not necessarily something that has to be done. And then, yeah, I'll just quickly also go inventory, missing my remarks, because that's what that thing over there probably is, because shouldn't be any remarks on it. Or actually, no, it might be for the old remarks. Or did I just not list it at all? So 03457. Okay, let's check store inventory, part out log, set, and set inventory. Do I have them for sale? Even I do. In used condition. Yeah, so they didn't even make the cut. So turns out when you delete a lot that's being consolidated before it's being listed, it just doesn't list it. So that's good to know. So now I can go back, So 4 times 7, I just don't feel like doing the math right now. 28. So then we've got 28 of these. I'll double check in person. So 28 of them at 6 cents a piece. So 6 cents, 28, and then turn the drawer around, grab the scanner, scan that, press enter. Nope, not used condition. I forgot to change it to new, review, and list. I'll double check there's 28 in there. But yeah, then I'll consolidate these now and then start putting these guys away. So all of the remarks have now been updated and it is now in its box. I'll just set this back on the side over here for now along with the other one. So now the next step is to put all of these drawers away, except for these 3, which are empty and can go right there. And so that's good now. So yeah, gonna put all of them on the cart and then I'll either put them away now, or my dad likes to do walks in the morning. So sometimes it's just nice for him when there's just a cart there and then he can just walk around and put the drawers away. He's happy with it and it helps, and then I can start something else. So I'll see what I'm gonna do. So the drawers have been put on the cart for the moment. But the one thing that my dad said he was going to be working on at some point, he has other things going on, but then he's often in the garage, so he said he might be working on it, is for the bags here, along with tissue box, and I can't remember if there's something else maybe, to have a spot over here for them, just so that there's more room here, because if there's more room here, then I can get the, some of the drawers from over there and put them here as well. So then that's something that there'll hopefully be room here for, so that when I have used parts that I'm listing before, I could just set them on top of these things here, but as you can see, I can't do that anymore. So most likely it'll end up being that I can set some of the drawers here. So that's something that I'll hopefully get on in the future, but in the meantime, they're just gonna kind of sit awkwardly, mostly on that tray over there, sometimes over here, sometimes sideways on here and stuff like that. So yeah, then these ones are ready to go away at some point. I might do a little bit tonight, might not, I'm not sure yet. I have some orders to get through. I might process one of these and stuff like that, but this is yeah, finished with the set now. Since when did they make cords that small? That's got to be like, what, half a foot max? So the package from that was with the Canada Post thing that wasn't labeled or anything like that was the one from Hungary, actually, which is surprising because it only took 7 days to get here from Hungary once they were shipped, and that includes non-business days, so that was pretty fast. So yeah, then I've got all of the whips for Indiana Jones. I paid, I want to say 20 cents per whip for these ones, and I got 100 of them, so I have some of those now. I'm going to try to part these guys out today and stuff like that. But before I do anything, I have to double check this guy's headgear piece, and then I can add all the parts, because all of the parts that were added yesterday were now approved, so I can do that. And they also approved all of the stickered parts for the Castle in the Forest set, so that was good as well. So now I can work on all that stuff real quick. Alright, so I just finished with adding all of the parts to these sets now. So we've got like the minifigures, and all of the stuff is now pending approval for the new inventories for the parts, since all those parts were approved and everything like that. So that's all sorted out now. Also, the Castle in the Forest stuff was approved already. I think it does go a bit faster when you add the exact page number when you add it as well, because then they don't have to look through, it's almost 600, well, not quite 600 pages in the instruction manual to find where stuff goes. And they do say that they do prefer it when you add the page number when you add it, so that's something always good to keep in mind if you're adding stickered parts. They say they prefer it when you add it to the catalog and it's pending approval, and also when you add it to the inventory, because you have to check both times. So then that's done now, and so then I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. Then it's time to double check the inventory of this, and then after that, then we can see here real quick, pending approval. This way I can see the notes as compared to if I went the other way, I can. Then we can see right here, this one is double checking. This one here, they messaged about this variant here had a new part number, but I couldn't see any difference in the mold, so I'm waiting to hear back on that. And everything else is ready, so it's just this one here left, and then I'm done. And then when I get back, then I'm looking to part these out. So let's just look real quick. 40525. Price guide 40525. $35. I have no idea what I paid for these things. 4525, probably 15 or so. So it's not necessarily the absolute best part out, but it has minifigures and everything, so you can't go wrong with that. That is, I might try to update that photo. I have no idea. Possibly that one as well. This one here and these two are good, so I might try to update those photos. And yeah, then I can just part it out, just a quick little part out, and some minifigures in there that'll hopefully sell well. Some of them can go to eBay. Let's just see what some of the price guides on these are. $8 for him. That's not bad for a $15 set or so. $5 for him. Surprised it's worth that much. 6.5 and $6.80. Is that a yeah, that's an interesting cape there. So then I'll work on some of that stuff as well once I part them out. Yogurt time. Just finished parting out the sets. We have the minifigures unassembled here. Then these ones I'm going to part out one copy of each minifigure, and these are going to eBay. I already have one of these guys on eBay, or in the box to go on eBay, so I don't have another one here. I am going to update the photo of this guy, and then his torso. I don't know about his legs. I'll have to check that as well. But I think his head and headgear thing are already good photos, so I'll work on updating these. This thing can't even really stand. It's just weirdly made and stuff like that. I can't say I'm a big fan of it. But yeah, then I'm going to part these guys out. Then I'm going to work on those photos and just see how much more I can get done. Just finished putting all of the parts away and all of the stuff in new drawers that needs to go in new drawers. So that is the stuff from new drawers. Up to here, like the bottom 2.5 or so rows are from the part out earlier today with the Marvel DC stuff. I think those are Marvel. So this here's the 5 Iron Man sets. The dark red boxes that were over there. But those ones have now been parted out for $228.50. I think I was in like $14 a piece or so. They were on sale, so $70 in, so can't complain at that. So then I'll just quickly go to check for missing my remarks right here. Okay, so yeah, this here is why you always check. This one here, presumably I'll double check the actual drawer. That was put into the wrong spot, so $49.58, which is right, you know, $49.58. Okay, where is 49? Excuse me. Okay, I feel like I'm super blind right now. 335217247 4958. Why can't I find this? 4958. Oh, right here. So yep, we can confirm that is the right piece in there. So that one's all good now. I can just go like that. And then for here, it's right here, we can see them. So 1932 for that. So then I can click submit changes, and that's all good now. And then I'll just double check real quick for missing my remarks and go. Nothing missing remarks. Almost at 300 new lots listed this week, which pushes us to just shy of 16,200 lots. So that's good. So I'm going to get all this stuff on the cart, and then I am probably going to, I might just process this order right here so I can get the whips listed for sale. But then I might start parting out some of these sets. Over there, I do have the box for minifigures over here. For the minifigures, for most of them, not all of them, because some of them, like the one you can see in the bag disassembled there, I didn't have to take apart and put together or anything like that. But then the others, I have to list as used because they're taken apart and everything like that, and then put back together and all that stuff. So I'm now going to put that stuff on the cart because it looks like it could fall at any time. And that's all on that. I do have to remember to pull orders tonight also. The cart has now been filled. This lot that I'm watching on eBay was at 0 bids just this morning, and I was like, well, maybe people just didn't notice this one, but it's shot up to $485 USD in the past, I don't know, like half hour or so. Well, most of the bids. There's a few bids earlier, but it's got lots of good stuff. Like, it's got a light up Mace Windu. It's got the infamous Obi-Wan Kai crossover. It's got the Well, there's the Solid Adventures. I don't think that's worth too much. But then there is the Inquisitor. That one there goes. He's missing his correct legs, but those could be in here somewhere. But he goes for about 120-ish or so. Then there's Princess Leia legs, I believe. Then there's just Star Wars stuff. Whenever there's Star Wars, then the prices just get ridiculously, uncontrollably high. I don't know what I did there. There's just some decent stuff in here, but at this rate, I don't think I'll be winning the slot. There's a Boba Fett there and stuff, but yeah, this thing's price has just gone absolutely bonkers in the last half hour. But that's why you always wait till the last few minutes to place your bid. For me, I wait till the last few seconds because why not? Live life on the edge. But yeah, probably won't be winning this one then. Because yeah, it's $560. Oh man, it's already at 760. Wait, that went up a whole bunch. Yeah, I'm not even bidding on this one. This is now far beyond it. This is about £4 for $760. That's actually not that bad compared to the other one I'm watching, which ends in 2 days, and it's already at $405 Canadian and stuff like that. So yeah, who knows? It just goes absolutely crazy as soon as there's Star Wars in it. But we will have to see. I feel like that went up some more again. I don't know. I guess I should just stop watching that one because I am not bidding on that one anymore, most likely. So yeah, then I'm going to just quickly process this order here. Probably just the whips. I'll probably put the other stuff on the side for now. Well, actually, I might just process it all because I can relist the hands and the flask can go into the one thing. So I might just quickly process this. But then after that, I am going to then process this set and part it out. So for anyone curious, it ended at $700 USD, which is 950 Canadian. So that there just went a little bit crazy. Yeah, so I'm watching this one here, $51 for 75. I think that's what the 75 is there for, but sometimes people use that for numbering other stuff. But it looks like it's about 75 minifigures. Currently at only $51. It's like the only one that's like not absolutely crazy. What's this one here? It's just 2 Death Watch, a couple snow troopers. This is just a really small lot. Nothing too crazy in here, and at $20 American, it's probably gonna go up more. Probably not worth it. But yeah, some of these ones are just a lot right now. 30 of these. Let's look at that. This one here. We'll take a look, but I don't think we'll be winning that. Or bidding on it, I mean. But yeah, there's just a lot of the other ones that are ending soon. This one here, $180 for 32. $59 for 5, 10. Is that 5? Yeah, 5, 10, 18. 203 for 30 and stuff like that. So let's just take a look at this one. It's got no bids. Nothing really too special. Ghostbusters, a bear, that could be worth a little bit. But $20 USD on shipping. Wow. So how many minifigures is this? Go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, somewhere around 50 minifigures. So that one there is just absolutely crazy for the price. This one has a lot of Outriders, just changing the total amount in there. So that's nothing real special. Especially not at that price. And this one here, it's got a couple decent ones in here for sure. Looks like it's a lot more than just 1.8 pounds, but yeah, who knows? These ones from thrift stores oftentimes go absolutely bonkers. I'm guessing I should probably just save my money for the other one from the thrift store in Canada because it's a 6-pound one. Last time this thing ended for about $1,000 or so. So probably I'll try to get money for that and see if I can do that one then maybe. So I've now finished parting out the set. My dad's just putting a few drawers away real quick. So I'm getting to using the Instabrick unit now. So basically I have it over there, and as you can see, it moves around. Oh, my fingernails are on the screen. But then as you can see, it's right there, and then all I have to do is click scan, and then I just need to click, I believe it's this button right here. Actually, wait, what's this one? Add to inventory. Okay, now this one here is more complicated. But then I should be able to just click this one here, and then it brings me to this page. It had the wrong color hands, but it still worked. I can just quickly confirm this doesn't exist with the other one. Yeah, it's only this one. And wow, that small photo is not in that good of quality. Wow. So then I'll have to check to see if I can take a better photo of this one, but I don't know if I can. I'll take a closer look off camera. But yeah, then basically all I need to do is then just quickly grab a part, and then while I'm listing this one, I can just have that one there, and then just click scan, and then I can just go ahead and work on this one, list it and stuff. And then by the time I've gotten that listed, then we can, this here will be done. I can do a quick scan. I just like doing the deep scan because why not? And then as you can see, it's right here, and then I can just click it open. And then while I list this one, I can put the next one in. I mean, most of these I can find relatively easy, but it is still just a bit nicer to have it just so it finds it faster. And for most parts like torsos and stuff like that, it will find it. Stickered parts, it has a bit of trouble, but in general, it works out pretty well. I noticed this a little bit earlier, but never really actually thought much of it, because I always assumed that they just reused this as the new look to the add to the inventory thing. I was like, I didn't really like the inventory thing on here. I have no use for it. But looking at this here is to add to the inventory on here for Instabrick, but this one is to actually list it on Bricklink. So invalid API keys. So I'm going to actually quickly go ahead and see if I can set this up, and then I'll check back in, because then if I can just write the description and remarks on here, then I wouldn't even have to really leave Instabrick and stuff like that. So actually I'm curious, if I click deep scan, okay, now that immediately makes it disappear. So then what I would do is I would get, no, it's not the PDF one, is I would get another Instabrick one up. Let me just put this back in there, and then go here, scan, and then I hope it doesn't just automatically scan both of them when one is. Okay, no. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try connecting the API keys, and then I will see how that works, and I'll check back in, I guess. While working on the stuff for the API keys, I was like, just to be on the safe side, I should just download my inventory again. And it's a good thing I did, because after I switched out the hard drive and stuff like that, it wasn't downloading the store inventory. So now it's downloading everything again to the backup folder. And I just want to confirm right here, so 16,257. Okay, so nothing just randomly got deleted so far. So it's backing up the stuff. It's just downloading this, that, and another thing. So I'd let that run. I personally have it run once a day, and it just downloads my entire store inventory and then puts it in a folder. And then if I ever have the issue of my store inventory getting deleted or something like that, I always have a backup file for it from within 24 hours, and it runs automatically, which is the main difference between that and Brickstore. Because with Brickstore, you have to run it manually whenever you open the app. I know it's only just like you press Control something S maybe for save, and then it does that. But then yeah, it's just a lot nicer to have it automatic, because I don't use Brickstore. So now we can see here, I won't actually list it. Well, I mean, I will probably just for this test, but let's see if I click add to inventory. So invalid API keys, I already set them up though, that's the thing. Oh wait, I need to refresh the page probably. Let me exit out, and just don't want to accidentally show any API keys or anything. I don't think it will randomly show them, but you never know. So scan, excuse me, scan again. Okay, so then I'll let it run the scan real quick. Excuse me. And then I might have to try entering them again or something, I don't know. But then we have this, and then I'll click add to inventory, and okay, so still invalid API keys. So I guess I'll try and mess around with that, see if I can fix it. All right, so I realized I entered two of them wrong. I don't know what I entered, but it was nothing even remotely close to what it was. But now, if I click add to inventory, it will just retrieve the price, and then it'll show the 6-month average, which is 61 cents Canadian. How many sold in the different condition. Oh, that's new. Used 39 cents, current for sale, and stuff like that. So then what I'll do, use the suggested selling price is high for that. Okay, so I guess there's probably some mathematical thing behind this. So if I click this, it'll set the price for that. Quantity 1. I'll just do test. I will leave remarks empty just so that I can work on that. But then if I click on that, that should be good there. Completeness. I think that only applies to sets. So let's actually price this at $9.99, just to test. So if I click add, okay, then brick added. So now I'll go here, store inventory. Let's get this here. Missing my remarks, and it's here. That is pretty cool. Wow. So I don't even need to go here. I mean, I realistically, there isn't too much I could use it for per se. But let's actually just compare that now. If I go to add to inventory here, it'll load real quick. So it's saying it sells for on average 39 cents Canadian. But when looking at this, it sells for 51 cents. So I'm assuming it's priced in American, in USD, even though it is in CSD, not CSD, CAD. But the quantity of 42 sold, don't know where they're getting that from. Not sure if this is old information, maybe. Oh, wait, no, this here is just in North America. Okay, so then actually, let's go here, group by currency. I know it won't be exact because then I'd have to average it out to all the North American ones. Okay, so this is actually a lot more interesting than I thought. So this year, let's do worldwide and see what the results compare to. So we can see 108 sold at 51 cents. Yeah, 108 sold at 51 cents. Okay, so if I were to price it like that, it would recommend that. If I was in Africa, it would recommend I price it. Not enough data. North America, let's see. Right here, suggested selling price. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's not new, so used, it recommends $1.15. With a high probability of it selling, but I guess it takes into account multiple factors and stuff like that. I probably won't list it for that much, and I'm pretty sure this one's damaged as well. But this here is pretty cool. So yeah, then I might be using that in the future. Worst case scenario is just another cool thing that's set up that I might use or not, but I gotta be calling it a day soon. It's getting late. So after just some more testing and stuff like that, it does work perfectly fine, I guess you could say. Although it did recommend two different prices for this one, and I wonder if we click it again, is it going to show different prices? There's first 95 cents, then $1.10. Now it's recommending $1.05, so it is slightly randomized to some extent, the prices it recommends. But then I did just go a bit lower than what I was saying. I think, let me just see. Yeah, that's about normal for it. And stuff like that. So then I do think that I will be going to just list on Bricklink for the most part, but it is something that's cool to just have set up that I can use in the future if needed. And then I don't think I'd show anything, but it oftentimes just doesn't really open, but I know it's set up, so I'm not too worried. Maybe if I run as administrator, yes, will that work? Probably not. It just oftentimes doesn't open. I don't know why, but it just won't open, but it works, so I won't be worried about that. But yeah, just thought I'd throw that. It was pretty cool. And the auction in Canada is at $405, so we'll have to see how much it goes for. Yogurt time, and trying to figure out where the couches go. So I just pulled the eBay orders, and it is getting a little bit later than normal. It's 3:08 p.m. Because we got the couches upstairs, and we're just trying to figure out how to actually put the couches because there's just not really room for couches because we used to have an L-shaped couch type thing, but then we got new couches apparently. Don't quite know why, but apparently we did. So now we are trying to just figure out how to get those. So I got a bit late to pulling orders. I didn't pull them last night. So then I'll just quickly pull this first one on camera. So we have 235, which is right here for this torso, I believe. Let's see. Yep, that looks like it right there. And that one was 550. Then we have 359. Another one of them, which is right here. I'll get this one real quick. Carefully close that. And so then we have this one right here, which was 444 and 441. So then that is the first order done. Currently trying to get down the mystery of if this here is a new mold. Well, it's a new mold because it has a new number, or if this is the same or a different part as the old one. Last night, or when I first had the part and was made aware that they had a different number, I couldn't see any difference. Then I posted some photos in the forums, but I think that they were slightly crooked, so it looked like that they were different shapes and stuff like that. But then I just took better photos now, and they look to be identical again. So hopefully sooner than later we can find out if they are the same mold or not. And then let's just check with a quick update. So I'm gonna refresh it real quick. And it's still sitting at $405, almost guaranteed. Before the 22 hours is out, this is going to be well over $1,000, almost guaranteed. So as long as it doesn't go too crazy, I might bid on it, but we will have to see. I know it's going to be difficult to try and hit that goal, but I am still going to try and aim for hitting the 16,500 lots for sale this week. So then we've got these ones here, which is from the Cody helmet. Should be about 100 new lots total. I've got some of the drawers here. I'll probably need more than that though. And so that'll add about 100 lots. So I have today and tomorrow to list, and currently we are sitting at about 16,259. So just to get the exact amount, so 16,500 minus 16,259, was it? Yeah. So then we need to add 241 lots. So theoretically, parting out this set will, it was 99, but I'm not listing the sticker sheet because I have to add the stickered parts, which are over there right now. I have to take photos of and stuff. So then we'll minus 98. So then that'll put us down to 143 lots. So after this is parted out, we just need to list 143 items. And then the store should be at 16,500 lots. And I think that's a new record for lots for sale. And then this month is March, I want to say. So then next month is April. And then maybe next month I can hit 17,000 lots. That'll be my goal. But I don't know if I'll be able to hit it. My goal is by the end of the year to be at 20,000 lots. But I genuinely don't know if I can even do that. So I just finished entering all the remarks. The page is now loading to the put away parts page. So this here is all of the new lots. Right here, decent amount of them. And so this is the second lid filled up with drawers. It's ready to go now. Then I've got these here, which are the parts that have to go away. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to get it up on my phone or something like that, and then I'll put these on the cart and then just go and put them all away like that. I've done that in the past before. It's generally pretty fast in comparison. So I'll probably do that and stuff, but it's basically supper now, so I'll work on this after supper. Don't remember if I really showed anything, but I got this lot in the mail today. I didn't do a YouTube video for it because I'm just trying to get as much stuff listed as I can. So that would have required me to get a setup, the light set up and everything like that. So I just opened it up, and I paid, I bought this lot mainly because this guy, I think his name is Drax, was in it. And so he's worth a decent amount. Then there was Star-Lord, and then Groot, and Nebula, and Gamora, and a couple other ones. And so basically, I believe there was this, and this here should pay for everything, and then the rest should, in theory, be profit. Although it's not like the rest are great ones. There's just, when I bought it, it was just, I had some money and there's no other auctions ending, and then I bid on it and I won it. So that was that one. But now I have these containers here which I actually need to first quickly go like this to put them in the correct order. And so then what I can do is I'll put this one over here because that one has from several locations throughout the card out. But then I can just go like this here, just about done. And so then I've got all of these here, and then I can just bring the cart over to about the halfway point. I usually leave it right here or so, and then I can basically just go through here and then I have it open on my phone, and then I can find the parts and then put them away and then walk just to the cart or carry the container with me as I go about, instead of oh, well, that went everywhere into this container. But then that would basically mean that I can just go to the cart and carry several at a time in order, instead of walking to a drawer or a box somewhere, then walking all the way back here, checking the computer, finding the next part, then going back and stuff like that. This way here is just a lot more efficient. I know I can part out stuff a lot faster when I do it like this, although I don't usually do it like this for too many different ones. I do it sometimes, but this is the reason why I bought all those blue cups there, because I used to do this somewhat more often. I just haven't really in a while. But with the blue cups here, what I would do is I would put each lot into a cup, and then I would basically, as I was going, I would like have everything dumped out here, and then I would, if it was a new thing, I would put it in a drawer. If it was an old lot, I would put it in a cup. And then at the very end, then all I would have to do is open it up on my phone and then switch the order of the cups, just like I did with that, just so that the first would be at the top. And then I could put it away really fast. And so that works really well. I honestly have asked myself so many times, why don't I just do it like the other ones? And the only reason is I keep forgetting, and it's just something I don't really think of too often for some reason. So actually, I should probably, hopefully so I don't forget, I'll just grab a couple of these and I'll set them right here. And then when I part out another set later, I'll try to use that method again and show what I mean with that. Okay, for a second I thought there's two things, different things in one drawer. But now I'm going to start with this here. So all of the parts in the containers have now been put away, and it's just the ones that are new now that are left. So then I've got this container I'm going to just put over there. So then we can get to the set now. I've deducted the quantities for the stickered pieces and stuff like that. So now we've got all of these, $150, not the best return rate, but we'll see. So it was at $376. So then we'll just refresh this. We're up to 16,354 lots. So 473. So it's getting up there pretty fast. So yeah, then I will have to start on the next part out in a little bit. And the next set is now done. And so then, as you can see, each of these cups has a different lot that has to get put away in it. So then now what I can do is I can just quickly put all of them back in their original order so that they'll be properly done. So I'm not going to do it all on camera because there's more of them over there as well. So I'll just finish this one right here, because then now this one is at the top and then the one at the bottom is there. And so then I do that for all of them, and then I basically have this on mobile, and then I can basically just quickly walk from this drawer to this drawer, to this drawer to this drawer and stuff, and then I only have to go back 4 times, and the rest of it I can just work at it on my phone, and it goes very fast and stuff like that. So these here are all the new lots. This here is the I don't remember how to say the name. I want to say Magnificent, but I don't think that's a real word. Just this thing and Cruella, I think it is, from Dalmatians. So it's that Brickheads set. So I'm going to now put these away, and then probably either part out another set or then list some used stuff. Just finished the last stack of cups. These 3 here, I was able to find a couple like this one and this one here that I could put with the old ones, but these ones here were parts from the other set I just put out, the Cody helmet. that are mixed in here somewhere, and I can't get to right now. So as those things get put away, and these ones can get found easier and then put into the proper drawers over there. So now we have all of these empty cups over here, which I'll set beside these ones. And so now I can go back to the set and scroll down to the bottom, and it's 112 lots, $51, and it's parted out. So it goes from 473, so we're at about 123 short, 113 short, yeah. So from 473 to 506, 473, oh, so that was 33 new lots. So yeah, that's done. These here are the new drawers. Probably gonna put those over there for now because there really isn't much room left on the cart. So yeah, I'll probably work on either used parts or maybe another new set. I'm not sure yet. Tell me a set is not selling well without telling me it isn't selling well. Well, that is 40% off. Yikes. Although I am curious, because I know I saw someone, I think it was Blaine's Brick World, parting out the set on Instagram, and then I saw a meme of why it was lowered prices. It was about how, out of the goodness of their heart, Lego decided to put this set on sale by 40%. Totally had nothing to do with it not selling well or anything. And so then I just looked out of curiosity, and yeah, it's 40% off. So then if we look real quick, right, so 76215. Right here, 76215. Parts out for almost $1,000. So it's so 961 and 270. 961 divided by 270. So it's a 3.5 times part out. It's probably a pretty decent part out. 76215. But I don't think I would go for it, even if I end up losing the auction and having money for that, because I mean, black parts sell well, but they're not like the absolute best sellers, and it just feels like it would be an absolute pain to part out this set, since almost all of the parts are going to be looking almost identical. I'm just curious what's got the highest quantity. I saw 58, 76 pins, 32, just a lot of quantity of just really similar parts. Yeah, I'm not going to be buying these to part out, but if anyone else is interested, it might be a good part out. Probably be a pain to part it out, but it's on sale for a decent part out. So I just finished parting out the one set, and now it's at 16,489. So I just need to list 11 items, and then it will be at 15,000. So now I'm going to find the stuff, and then I'll be right back. So for these 11 items, I'm probably going to just list a couple of the random minifigure parts from here. And I should be able to get to the 16,500. I'm just hoping I don't get an order in the few minutes. It is a success. It's 16,500 lots for sale. I was listing a few random parts and minifigures. And yeah, the Instabrick box, although I can find the stuff on my own, it's just so efficient and everything to use it. Like I can just grab random minifigures. Like, I don't know if this is a minifigure, but either it's going to show me the complete minifigure, or if no one's scanned that in yet, it's going to show me the torso or the face, and I can easily match it to that. So we'll just let it scan real quick. This happens while I'm listing the other thing, so for me this is instant when I'm listing. And right here, well, we found the head. It's entirely possible that this torso isn't in here yet. More often than not, it will show the minifigure though. So this here is a bad example, and I can just reference it back to there if I don't want to take it out. Oh, right here, yeah, wrong colored hands. But this looks like the same guy, and we can see right here 377, and then we can see, is this torso used on other ones? Yep, it is, but this is the only guy with that face from it. Okay, I thought that guy's smile was way wider for some reason, and that was a bit creepy. Yeah, then it's showing you here. Then you can see what set it's from. And so yeah, for 99% of it, it works perfectly fine. And it yeah, it's real useful. So yeah, then I'll just show once more. Let's get Gamora. I'll try with swords. I'm not sure if I will. Normally I just take the swords and stuff off because you're supposed to, but we'll just see how it does with that. I think her name's Gamora. I've never watched it, so I wouldn't know. But we will see in a moment if it can find it. And look at that, it found it even while holding the swords and everything. So this definitely is the same minifigure. Yeah, 12 bucks to 17 bucks. That means eBay prices probably $15 to $20 at least. So not a bad minifigure. And I could list it directly on here. It also shows the torso. And now I wouldn't have known before, but the torso is with the lime hands and also with light nougat hands, so then we can actually just see which one's more valuable if I was parting it out. And so with lime hands, $2.50, with tan, $2. So then if I was parting it out instead of listing it as complete, then I might go down that route. And here we can see the light nougat hand one as well, from Star-Lord, I believe it is. Let's check how much he goes for. Yeah, Star-Lord. He goes for $13, but he doesn't have his helmet in his minifigure listing for this. So yeah, just overall, it's real efficient listing with the Instabrick unit, and I defaced Steve and stuff like that. So yeah, then there's nothing else out of here that I really need. So I'll probably just put this in the random parts container now. I listed the face from him. And yeah, it's just really efficient to finally have that set up again and stuff. So, and most of the things in this lot here that I got in the mail today are actually in very nice condition. So that's always a plus. Yeah, despite not listing anything for the first 2 or so, almost 3 days of the week, still hit, well, I don't know if that's the right terminology for amount listed, but I was able to list 619 lots so far this week, and I still have all of tomorrow to list. So yeah, hopefully that can go up, and yeah, and I'm calling it a day now. Nothing from any of that stuff I need. So then I'll just turn this light off, turn this light off, turn this light off. I just like to close the browsers when I'm gone, just because code, debugging a whole bunch of stuff for that. So yeah, then I can just grab these here, and then, oh wait, the bubble wrap's in the way. I forgot to say we got a new bubble wrap because the other one ran out. I mean, it was shown in a previous one, but that stuff can go there. This one here, we're not sure where this is supposed to go. The drawer it's supposed to go to is missing. So we're gonna have to solve that. So turn that light off, turn these 2 lights off, then turn this light off, and then turn, oh wait, I forgot yogurt. We need yogurt because we finished a tub again. Although I don't know if it's just by us, but the bottom of the tubs of yogurt always have like weird specks in them and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's just some random thing. I don't know. It can't be anything that bad. But it's real weird. So who knows? But yeah, got another yogurt, and gonna turn these lights off now. And now I'm going upstairs. So I'm just getting to work now. I won't end the vlog quite yet because the eBay auction is ending, and I do want to include the results of that in this vlog. So this here isn't the end of the vlog quite yet, but then we will be looking at some prices and stuff like that, see what the max bid I can go for it is. And I'm still not seeing any bugs anywhere, which is a huge bonus, although the light is slowly falling off by like 1 bulb every day and stuff. So the auction is currently at only $837, so it's still pretty cheap comparisons to the other one. It ends in 13 minutes, and excuse me, the last one, it went for I can't remember at this point. Oh yeah, it was like 1,100 after tax, or 1,200 almost for the one, but then the one I got was like 900 plus tax or something. So or was it 900 after tax? I can't remember. But I just have to change my address to the Canadian one first, because this one I don't want to accidentally ship to America and then back to Canada. That would be a huge pain. But then I'm gonna set the Canadian address as primary and then continue to bid on that. And then I'm gonna do some math and see what the Highest bid I'm willing to do for it. It's 6 pounds of minifigures. I'm confused why it says generic, but it is genuine minifigures. If it isn't, I can always do returns, although it says no returns accepted, but then it is specifically listed as Lego. So yeah, it's kind of sketchy, but it is real. I've won a couple from them in the past. So yeah, then we will be seeing what this goes for. The thing that has me a little bit hopeful that it's not going to go too crazy is I'm not seeing anything excessively amazing in this lot. There's a few things that are somewhat decent in here, but it's not like the other one where there's Lord of the Rings or Star Wars Rebels minifigures in it or anything like that. So I am hoping that it's not going to be going too crazy, although I can't say I've ever seen that thing there before. Oh wait, no, that's the ice cream one. That's a more recent one, I thought. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, and I won't end the vlog till after this auction ends to see what it goes for. So let's just see. It costs $30.63 to ship it to America. I've now changed it to Canada. So how much does it cost to ship to Canada? So from $30.63. Oh, so it is actually cheaper for shipping in Canada. So at least there's that. It's starting its climb. It's at 907, so I'd be surprised if it goes for under 1,000, and I genuinely still don't know if I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna try. 1 second, let me just double check. So okay, so I've got 1 second plus, was it that? Yeah, plus that. Okay, so my max bid that I don't want to pay anything more than that. I know already right now it's getting quite close, and this would include tax. So including tax, how do I do a reverse tax again? Does this one have it? If I do 12, no, this one I can't. If I do Ontario, can I type in this box? No, I can't. Well, let's just do 1,100, and so 1243. No, it's not quite 1,100. So 1050, 1186. No, I am now getting way further off. 75, 1214, close. 85, 1226. That's 80. Yeah, right there. Okay, so in theory, $1,080 plus tax is practically the highest I can go. So yeah, it's already, well, that would be about $200 a pound for minifigure parts, but that's Canadian, and after tax and shipping is only 20 bucks, so it's not that bad. So yeah, my max bid is probably sitting around 1,100. I really hope it doesn't go for anything more than that. If I can score it for less, I'll be very happy, but yeah, who knows? We will have to see. Let me just check. Sorry for that pause there. The timer on my phone just went, letting me know that the auction's about to end. But yeah, then, yeah, we'll have to see. I'll just refresh the page, make sure everything's working all good. It's going to the Canadian address. Yep. Okay, so yeah, then still 2 minutes left. So what was my... Oh yeah, about $1,116 will be my max bid. But then there's like the ghost there is pretty decent. Then there's a pig. Then there's that guy. It's just overall decent stuff. Nothing too exceptional, but you can't go wrong with just 6 pounds of minifigure parts. There's a decent amount of Ninjago in here, and some other stuff. So, and there's always Scooby-Doo in these lots. I don't know why. There's Mr. Invisible. He's like 20 or 30 bucks, I think. It's just always somewhat decent stuff from here. It doesn't seem picked through other than for Star Wars stuff, but yeah, who knows. So a minute left. I will keep you guys posted. They are determining the winner. Please refresh the page. Well, I know what my max bid was. I put 1126 as my max bid. I was doing 1116 as my max bid, but then I was like, you know what? I'll just go 1126 to be on the safe side. It went up a lot at the end there, but let's see. I think I won it. So 1075. So that's actually less than I was expecting. I was expecting it to hit at least 1,100. So that's less. Oh, that's actually not bad, excluding tax. So yeah, then that is 1080. So it went $5 less than the absolute max I was hoping to pay. So yeah, won it. So yeah, then I'm gonna have to pay this. I should still be able to pay the commission fees for Brick Owl possibly. Gonna have to figure out what to do for other stuff. I might wait a day or two to pay it. I'm not sure. Actually, no, I might. Yeah, I don't know. Because you do have like 3 or 4 days to pay for eBay. But then I might just pay this one to get it out of the way. But I'll just quickly convert the USD to CAD currency. And then I'll check out, I guess. But yeah, this here is the end of the vlog. So we should be expecting 6 pounds of minifigure parts in the mail soon, because I needed something to fill up some of these drawers. So that's that, and then it'll be lots of stuff to list again. But yeah, thanks for watching the vlog. If you got this far, I've got lots of stuff to list and lots more on the way. So yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thanks for watching. Today's a Saturday, so yeah, the next vlog will be out on a Wednesday.